fresh set of downs here. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson, 34 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go play action here on first down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. 23 yards on the play.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, 51 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Set to return, this is Jeff Janis. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 22-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll buy some time right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Hey, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. So after the INT, it's Manning. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On play action, it's Manning. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I'm sorry, but it's almost unfair. I mean, Brandon Marshall can make so many plays, but even when you think he's covered,
he's not.
No, he's really not. He uncovers and makes a play on you and picks up good yardage in doing so.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now Manning. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll try to run it with Vereen. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They stick on the ground. Again, it's Vereen. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Shane Vereen punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants have taken the lead. And it's up and good. That pushes the lead now to 15-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. In motion right comes Cobb. Rodgers now on first down. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
They try again with Montgomery. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground.
Touchdown, Packers! Martellus Bennett from 3 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He's got his man on the crossing route. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside.
And this is taken in at the 5 and out of bounds. Just shy of the end zone at the 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. And that's incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Manning. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Shane Vereen with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Manning going to throw. The 20. And the Packers are in for the score. Extra point try now for Crosby. No good, and they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. Manning now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. On play action. Now Manning. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? But Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Throwing is Manning. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Nick Perry. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Manning. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here we go on 4th down with Manning. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, 56 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. Working from the gun, Manning. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Manning will try again on 2nd down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that's the kick starter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
Let's see if they do just that. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Shotgun now for Manning. He sets to fire deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Devon House. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
A very solid gain of 27. Shift together here from the D-line. First and 10. Here's Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dalvin Tomlinson with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. On second down, here's Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Rodgers now on first down. That's complete to Cobb. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On first down, Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal. They come out here in the eye. Rodgers with a keeper. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Richard Rodgers from a yard out, and the Packers are back within a score. Well, it was third and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Nick Perry in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Back near the goal line. Here's Manning. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Rodgers on first and 10. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
On first down, here's a handoff to Vereen. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Manning now to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Call it a loss of 8 yards on the play, and it'll be a second and long. From the gun, it's Manning. And this is complete. It's Marshall. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Again, it's Manning. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And it's third down and goal from the 4. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And it's a touchdown for the New York Giants. And that was just an old-fashioned scramble play, 4th and goal, and he willed his team into the end zone.
And I just don't know how, on the other side of the ball, you keep your composure. You account for everything. You defend everything. And this guy finds a way to make a play on you. Can you tell? That just agitates me a little bit as a former defender.
I know your hands are shaking. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 76 yards. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And the lead is down to 2. Crosby on now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got a lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
A screen here to Vereen. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly at the 33. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down. To throw, it's Manning. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. They'll run. It's Vereen. And some room to work. Down the numbers. There he goes. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 47 yards. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll let the shorter back Perkins run it. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Paul Perkins taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And he's able to put it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not.
There goes Martellus Bennett past the 20, 10, in, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Martellus Bennett, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are back within a score. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Now, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Second down now after the incompletion. On the run, here's Vereen. He finds an opening past the 40. And look out, I think he's going to go. And he will take it on in for a Giant